Sorry, got briefly cut off there. Like I was saying, event functions child, then we're going to go to event functions and change creating scripts to event functions. Oh wait, sorry, this had to be event functions, and this is event functions. And then the first thing under event functions, come on, give me my update, is regular update events. And then these, we specifically chose to just underscore them so it's easy to find them. And then this becomes that. And initialization events. That just gets changed there. After initialization events, we need GUI events. And after GUI events, I think we have one more. We have the physics event. So all we do is literally copy this. So it's so easy to add a new section. We literally just add a list item. And because everything is handled dynamically, thanks to being in the unordered list. And then all that's left is to test that. Hopefully this works side by side. Oh my god, it actually does! But do the links work now? Will this take me to event functions? Regular updates, initialization, GUI, physics events, creating a script. Anatomy of a script file. Oh, beautiful! It works. It works. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, welcome back. We just managed to solve this issue, right? You saw that, eh? And look, single. They work side by side. Open or close, whichever you want. Oh, I just hope people will know that that's what it's for. And if they don't, well, they're just silly. Okay, now the only thing we need to figure out, why is it like this? And I think I know why. Display flex. Flex direction column. There we go! Look at me just solving these things like a boss today. Ho ho! Wait, what's happening now? Is it just me? Or was it? It's like trying to go somewhere, but nothing's happening. It just like lagged out there big time. Creating a script. Physics. Was that just a one-time fluke? I think it was just a one-time thing. Yeah, it was a one-time thing. Huh. There we go. Make the items 10 times bigger than the text and everyone will know. That sounds like a plan. I haven't styled anything. That's what you're here for. I just add the content first. I'm gonna need you tomorrow, just by the way. So can I like book you in? Diarize it, because I accidentally... I wouldn't say accidentally. I purposely tweeted... what did I want to say? I purposely tweeted Quincy from Free Code Camp. And I was like, yeah, sup, I'm gonna complete the entire web design curriculum on my 10th day. That means I have just tomorrow to get my portfolio done. else I'm gonna look like the biggest tosser. So I'm gonna need help. At least I have projects to fill it in. How hard can it be, right? I mean, look what we just achieved now. I'm happy. Let's start styling this up, make it look good. We need a margin here on the side. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you. I don't know why, but as things are... Are you kidding me now? Now I don't need a top of 0 pixels anymore. I swear, I needed a top of 0 pixels, now I don't. I think it was probably because of the flex direction being... No, what the hell? Oh, I don't need it anymore. There was a red box there at the top. It's not there anymore. I don't know why. It's lagging again? Yeah, I see there's some drop frames. Okay, so what I wanted to say was, first of all, what did I want to say now? Oh, right, so I added a margin left of 450 pixels, right? And if I don't add that, look what happens. Because I said position absolute, but if I don't do that, do you see, look, all of the content is off, like it's literally hidden. How else would you have done that? Like, is it safe to use position absolute and then set a margin? I'm worried I'm doing it like the wrong way or something. So we set the margin. Now I think we need to do a padding. Padding of like 30 pixels. I'm not really good with positions. No problem. So the padding already makes it look better. I think we need padding... I don't know where it's getting the padding. I think the H2 is giving padding again. So I might just do my thing where I do H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6, and then I say margin 0, padding 0. Just so that's out of the way, so we can actually style it now. And then what I'm gonna do is, where were we? Main dock. We're gonna set padding of 30 pixels all around. I think that can work. Change the blue color. It hurts your eyes? What is that? You said you wanted a deeper blue. You want it darker, you say. God damn it. You want more blue. I made it green. Do you want it to strobe? Oh, I get what you mean. You want the text color to be blue as well. Like that, right? How about that? Is that better for your eyes? Or do you want it like that? Or should it blend in a little bit more? Maybe a little bit more. There you go. Can you read that now? Grey it is. At least I remember the color codes. 666, best grey ever. No, we want white, don't we? Off-white. EC was it? 111? 999. White looks best. Just pure white? Okay. Then what I need to figure out. What did I want to do? There's something I wanted to do. Oh yeah, the green bar. The nav bar is gonna be like a grey? No, that doesn't look nice. What does our Unity one look like? What have they done? It's also pure white. Do we add white as well? Pure white. And then they add the scroll. Why don't we have a scroll, by the way? Is it because we don't have enough things to scroll through? Is that what the issue is? Yeah, I'm getting dropped frames again. Sorry. I think it might be a connection issue. I'm just gonna turn off all the Wi-Fi devices. Maybe there's like a phone trying to update or something crazy. Okay, if it happens again, I'm just gonna restart my router. Turned off all the devices now. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. Because I'm not downloading anything. There isn't anything else running in the background. So hopefully it's smooth now. Sorry about that, H3. I was gonna say, is the reason that we don't have a scroll thing because we don't have enough items? Is that the reason? I need to figure out why we're not getting a scroll. I want a scroll thing. Oopsie. Give me a scroll thing. Make me a scroll. It's not scrollable. Ah! What do we need to make it scrollable? Because the only way I know is with an iframe. I don't think we're supposed to be using an iframe. You know what I think it potentially could be? We need an overflow. I remember overflow. I just don't know where you add it. I think it's to the navbar UL. So we do overflow Y to auto. There you go. There it is. And then overflow X. Anything there is hidden. That's what you do. I just want to see what the height does in it. Oh, the amount that we want to have visible at any given time. What do they do? Well, it's kind of like full width, isn't it? So just leave that completely. Have it go down to the edge. Yeah. Now we need to make it look pretty, don't we? Also, actually, I need height of 100% then, don't I? How do I get it up there? Why does it only start here? What is it doing? Why do you start there? Navbar UL. No, navbar. You've got a UL right there. Confusing. That's a bit of an issue. What did you link me, H3? There we go. I think that was it. We needed to add it to our nav bar itself. That's what I want. Cool. You wanted to add scrolls, so I linked that. Well, I kind of figured it out, didn't I? There was overflow. Yeah, it was. Thank you, though. Now we need to style this. Oh god. Apparently it just uses WebKit, is that true? Okay, well let's try it and see what happens. Did you just link me a custom one that's gonna let me play around like a boss? Oh no, I'm already on that page, I think. What? Did you just add this content? It didn't style for me. It doesn't look any different. Run. How does it look any different? Is it me? You do see this, right? It looks exactly the same. It's funny. I want to make it look like this. Online scroll bar editor HTML. There must be one. I don't want to read them right now. Scroll bar generator. Will you generate me? Pretty one. That looks nice. I like it. Global scroll. Why aren't you scrolling? What are you doing? Oh, you select the section. So the button style. Display. You can have the button display. Border radius. 10 pixels. What does it do? Why aren't you showing me what it looks like? No, I know it works. I just wanted one where I could see visually what's happening. So I'm gonna take this monstrosity of a code. And apparently not. It's interesting how it only affects this side. Okay, are you gonna update the CSS or not? Is it now just refusing to work? Okay, finally, there you go, it's updated. Scroll bar has not changed at all for me. Why is none of this working? Is this not a scroll bar? Do you have to like specify some little bit? Yeah, paste it in and then nothing works. Why? Any idea why? H3. It should just work. But pasting it literally does nothing. You got nothing. Is it just me? Did I like break something? Because do you notice nothing is changing? You say change the colors, change to this. I'm changing. Oh, you did say click run though. But even when I change the colors, like, it's almost like something in the browser is not allowing me to view those changes. But the irony is when I view the pen in another browser, I could see it. I could see the changes. So it's like, I wonder if it's because of normalize, maybe? No, it's not normalize. And that should be applied before any other styling. Line 156 in HTML is what you need. Line 156. Oh, I need a class. Do I need to wrap the entire navbar in it? Oh, I could just add the class to the navbar, I guess. I don't know like how you specified that, but I guess we'll find out. And then I guess this becomes .cls scroll. Just paste my CSS for it. Just take your work. If it works. What did you call it again? What is it? CLS scroll. Oh, there, you added it there. Okay, I see what you've done. Yeah, if it works. No idea why this stuff's not working. Do you see? It's like this Firefox version is just not changing. Custom CSS scrollbar for Firefox. As of late, there is now limited customization available in Firefox. Ah. So apparently it's a known issue with Firefox. I guess that's what the issue is. I can add scrollbar width and scrollbar color. Yay. So apparently for Firefox it's this. No, it does work on Chrome. Like I said, I already tested it. There it is. There you go. There you go. Firefox in 2019, right? What color do we want to go with? Do we have any colors? I guess the blue is nice. I like this blue. So then... do we need the overflow Y scroll? I don't think I need any of this, do I? This should just work in Chrome as well. Let me test it in Chrome quick. Does it work in Chrome? It does. Wow, Chrome, thanks. In Chrome it's red. Oh, okay, never mind, because you added this. That's why. It was still your code. Oh, I'm not hating on your code. Promise. I'm just trying to figure out... okay, so that doesn't work. So you need to add WebKit scroll bar. Does it accept multiple colors like in like Firefox does? I'm not hating on you. I'm guessing it's not wanting me to have these two colors, is it? Okay, what is the scroll bar and what is the scroll bar thumb? I guess the thumb is at the top, right? And you're too fancy with your linear gradients. I'm just gonna opt for like a really simple color because I'm simple. And assume that this is the desired outcome. You are so fancy. And in Chrome, I want to see what it compares to. Yeah, that's it. No wait, I've wrong way around. This needs to go here and this needs to come there. And screw your border radius, because we like squares. At least you helped me. I hope you're proud of yourself. It looks exactly... does it look exactly the same? Oh geez, you can't see the tops of it. I think that's why you need overflow Y on scroll. I just don't know which part needs overflow Y. Hold on, I just need to test quickly. It's not that one, clearly. Maybe it's there. Oopsie, I reloaded the page here. Do I need to add overflow Y scroll on both of them? I wonder. Okay, so the issue I'm having, I don't know if you could check in Chrome, I don't have those little, these little button thingies at the top. I wonder if it's because of... Where's navbar? No, it's got nothing to do with that. Brilliant. Paste me a link, I'm using Chrome. Okay, here you go. There you are. You'll see what I mean. You should see this. There's little top and bottoms, but I'm not seeing top and bottoms. Yeah, I know you don't. I said in Chrome you don't see it for some reason. Okay, I think I found a solution. Apparently I need this. And then this should solve the problem. Reload your link now. I'm about to do the same. No. Oh, apparently you hide it. So I could just hide it in Firefox as well. I just go scroll bar width thin. There you go. That's what they did here, didn't they? And then you just do scroll bar width 20 pixels? No? How do you make it wider? How did they get it work on the Unity's website? Aha! And time to spy on them. What did they do? You can add... Oh, it's a width. And I got a width of 16 pixels. That's what I was doing. Doesn't do shite for me. Is it because of the fact that I added thin already? No, that doesn't change anything. Width doesn't work. What other tricks have you got up your sleeves, guys? How did they get it right? I'm jelly of them. I don't know why they have a Z index. Can't imagine what that would be for. Theirs is a little bit thicker than mine, but otherwise it's cool. Ugh, it doesn't matter. At least we got it looking more or less the same. We don't have arrows now. Unity scripting overview. So where it says that, we need a class. Navbar title. So above navbar. Oh, that's the H1. Then maybe remove that class and then add border bottom, 1 pix solid black. They've kind of got a border too, don't they? The only issue with this now is that I can't really adjust the border, the amount of it. How did we solve that yesterday? We added a... Okay, and we need to add a margin bottom of like 10 pixels. Space it out. Space it out a bit more, maybe 20 pixels. Something like that. Bring it in as well. Like very much on the edge. It's like, whoa! And I think that's part of navbar, so we can literally margin left. Margin left 20 pixels. Come in, don't be afraid. Okay, wait, we can't do that because I just realized now that it's navbar. It's not A. What do they all contain? It is navbar. Navbar divs. Yeah, they're all in the div. Navbar div margin left 20 pixels. Did that work? Yes! Sweet. So it's navbar div and we need navbar ul. Because the only issue that I have is, yeah, I brought that in, but now the link's underneath it. Is it the ULs? Yeah, it is. Then, well, this just has to change to 60 pixels, then there you go. Oh geez, without that. Okay, you don't need it. Oh, never mind, I'm losing my mind. These need to be, they're just normal links. Not all of these are gonna be expandable. I might finish this thing soon so you can review it. That's awesome. Let's find one that doesn't have multiple headings. Attributes. Perfect. Our next link is just going to be called attributes. So this is how it should be normally. And the link is going to be attributes. Do I have to wrap it in anything? I don't think I need to wrap it in anything. Because normally I'd create a div, but that's only if you're gonna have multiple things. So otherwise it's as simple as this. Attributes, cool. And then to get the attributes page going, we do this, we go boom, 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 boom. Stick this over here. Attributes is after event functions. Where's event functions? Right at the end, right? Right, yes, no, yes. Cool. We need a new section, don't we? Yes, we do. Section. ID. What did we call it again? ID attributes. And then you need a class. It was main something. Main section. Cool. Then you need an h2 tag. Then you need an AID attributes. Attributes. H2. And then you got that. We're working nice and fast now, huh? And then we need to add a code block. And then we need to add the rest of this stuff. Oh, we got some list items, yay! Can it handle list items? I don't think it knows about list items, but we'll sort that out now. Which are the list items? For Unity attributes. Unity provides a number of... Okay, so the first two. Where's the 4? Okay, these two. So this is a... Do you need to add a UL if you're just gonna add a li? It's not valid markup. Okay, just want to make sure. So we need to do unordered list, list item. And add that there. Ah, damn it. We removed styling of list items. It's fine. I can fix this. Ta-da! And we still keep the list items there. How did they do this? It's part of the text. No? Yes. Damn, they indented it nicely in there. How did they do that? I'm gonna either have to add a class Am I gonna really have to add a class now? Wait, I don't have to. I just... What am I doing? All I need to do is change list items. Okay, let's rather do this to be safe. You do that. And then we can completely remove this. Wait, what? Oh. Navbar, list item. There we go. Then I can add a margin of 0, margin to the left of 10 pixels. Is that inline now? I think it is inline, or is it like 8 pixels? I want it perfectly inline. Is there a list style of square? Yes, there is. We're going to make it a list style of square. How do we get it inline perfectly? Because 10 pixels isn't inline. And I'm worried on Chrome it's going to look different. If I have this random like 6 pixels or 7 pixels. I think 6 pixels is... sorry, 8 pixels. Looks about inline. Whew! Okay, we did that part. Okay, so to pad this out a little bit more, navbar, padding 5 pixels. No, that's not what I wanted. The list items, that's what you want. Is that gonna pad them out the way I want? Navbar div padding 20 pixels 0, something like that, or maybe 15 pixels 0, or 10 pixels, not too much, and then increase the font size. So that, and in here as well. Perfect. And then let's maybe remove all those erroneous links now, because it's a bit much to deal with. And I said that we don't need to have them in... Actually, we are going to have them in an unordered list. Because then we can style them easier. Cool, there you go. Can we just please figure out why the padding is so much more now? I get... Wait, does it apply 10 pixels to both the UL and the li? Is that why? Or do I only need 5 pixels? Yeah, to be the same as the two. And then the size. I think the size is good. Why does it feel like I've already changed the size when I don't think I have? Oh, I have. So those are bigger and those are slightly... ...16 pixels, yeah. 14 pixels maybe? Nah, 16 is fine. Then we need to find a font that will work nicely. You have issues again? Apparently Palatino is a nice font. What is the Google equivalent of Palatino? Merriweather? Serif or sans serif, apparently. Times text and Arial headings. Oh god. I made nav-fixed on mobile as well and it works fine. Once I scroll down, my avatar image goes over the nav for some reason. And you've checked flex and all that, your settings. Nothing wrong with CSS. Interesting. Apparently we want a serif font. Yeah, so Merriweather. Let's try Merriweather out. See how it works for us. And then font family, because we're going to use a serif. We put that in the body. Oh, that looks nice. I like that. But the spacing is a bit weird. Like in some places, like there. What happened there? Creating and using scripts. That was H1. The behavior, that's a P tag. Implement your own game features. Where does that go? Implement your own game features. Full stop. Why is it like so... It's so bad. Ooh. Oh, it's because of the margin, isn't it? Okay, I get it. So we're gonna need a margin. P margin 2 pixels. Oh, what happened? What just happened? What just happened when I did that? Apparently there's more of a margin than I thought there would be. What is the margin? 20 pixels? 25 pixels? Oh, it's not a margin, so it's font spacing, I think. I made nav z index 1 and now it works. Well, there you go. Okay, we need to make them less stretched out like this. Apparently there's something called font stretch normal, and you got expanded, but that's not having an effect for us at all. I think we need line height. There we go. 25 pixels. That seems to work. No, that solves our issue. Okay, cool. Good luck with the phone call, H3H3. We need to add a background for code. Sweet. That should work. Shouldn't be background, even though I want to add background color. Huh. Oopsie. Position relative. Word break. Normal. Word wrap. Normal. Line height 2. Padding 10 pixels. Margin 10 pixels. Now let's figure out why this is an issue. Because I use code. Is it because of all these things that I added? It is. That's why. Oh, I messed up. I could have done it that way. Now I know for the future. A script? Okay, so it's in here. So we have to have no... Oh, this is gonna be bad. So we're not allowed to have any formatting whatsoever. That's all done with... Yikes, that looks bad. How about display block? There you go. Silly me. Perfect. There we go. That's how it should be. And we want to use a much lighter background. Way lighter. It's almost like a super lightest gray. Super light gray. F8. Slightly darker than that. So what is referred to as white smoke. Maybe darker still. Is that a bit too much? I think it might be a little too much. Let's do this one. Yeah, there we go. I see they also add. I don't know what's going on tonight. Should we do a margin like this, or do we rather leave it completely out? Maybe margin right 80%, so it's not like... Oh, never mind. It's like, it needs to be less, like 10% or something. Either 5% or we need to make it a fixed value, like 100 pixels. Thankfully I didn't do this for each one. So we did anatomy of a script file, then we need controlling a game object. Controlling a game object. So controlling a game object is over here. There we go. And then event, regular update events, event functions. Regular update is also an issue. Wherever it says code. At least we learned something today. You can format it purely with CSS. just like that. And then later on as well, where have I had this bit of code? And GUI events as well. And the physics event is the last one. And then that's all caught up. We're gonna have to create emphasis on these parts if we're gonna want to make it look legit. And then it will look a little bit more legit. You know, I just realized it's not... We want strong. Yes! That should be it. Cool. Sweet, 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 sweet. I'm not gonna do... There needs to be a space after each H2. But a bit more from the top than there is from the bottom. So... margin top 10 pixels, margin bottom 20 pixels. These are H2 tags, right? Or are they H1 tags? Why do I confuse margin with padding every time? And it is H2 that I want. Padding bottom can be 10 pixels. So actually we can leave it at 10 and 5 pixels. Because that's pretty much what they've done. Okay, the last one is attributes. I don't think we've done attributes, which is a very simple one. Right at the end where the code is. There we go. And code box. Why do you have a margin? Actually, no, that's fine. I like the margin like that. We don't have to do it exactly as this. All we have to do now is fix where our little scroller went. What was it that caused our scroller to disappear? Dun dun dun. Oh, because there's nothing to scroll down on. That's probably why. Now we have a scroller. There we go. Damn, so we need more content. We would probably get a scroller if we like open these things. No, we won't. Maybe if I dropped it to 50% here. 50%, not 5%, please. Yeah, even 80%. No, 80% won't give us a scroller, so that's how much content we need. Yikes. It's quite a mission to add all this content, I'm not gonna lie. You see, attributes are easy. The way I wanted to do it was attributes are singular, and then these would all be sublistings underneath it. Let's do the ones that are easy to do. This one seems easy enough to do, but it's gonna need tables. Ew. And I don't want to style a table right now. Generic functions. There we go. I like that. That looks simple and easy enough. So let us go to where's generic functions. We should be able to just add one right over there. Generic functions. Generic functions. And then we go right down to the end. Do we need a new section for that? We do, for every single freaking one. Generic functions. Generic functions. Generic functions. What would the ID be? Oh, it would be underscore. Whew. Okay, generic functions. That will go there, and then we're gonna have a code block that's gonna look something like this. Wait. Ah, yeah. And then we need another one of these. That's gonna go under here. Then we're gonna need a code block. Then we're going to need one of these. Then another code block. Honestly, whoever wrote this, it's incredible. because I feel like I'm literally writing my own technical docs now. And I could have made this so much easier on myself by just using something else. Instead I use the most... And it's the fact of how much information there is. You know, if it was references, like to JavaScript or CSS or whatever, it will be so much easier. Cool, that looks good. Why is my generic functions? Why is the spacing off? Shouldn't be. Class is navlink. Okay, so we have... What did I have a padding at? It was 10 pixels, so if I added a 10 to here, that spaces it out fine. Oh, but then you end up having that massive space. I need a last child, and we're just gonna say the padding is 0 pixels. Or just 0. Should work like that, last child. Just see if it even is working. Oh yeah, it is working. That's for sure. It's there that something is creating a mess up. If we can just figure out what that is that's creating this big space now. The UL? It's the UL that we need. It's not that, it's the navbar UL Lee. UL Lee. There we go, it's the navbar div. Cool, so we're just gonna set that to 10 pixels. And that looks about right now, finally. Oh god, until you open it up. it's UL, UL. When am I gonna get this right? Not nav by UL, at least we figured that one out. This doesn't actually affect anything. Wow, this whole time. Oh wait, it does. For that one. Okay, the spacing afterwards. It doesn't change the spacing afterwards. So what will change the spacing afterwards? That changes the spacing afterwards. Okay, there we go. We found it. It has to be 10 to match, but the moment you open it, I need to find which one controls this now. Underline. Maybe last child. Oh, there we go. So changing this to 0. Padding bottom, that's what we care about. 0. There we go. That is now the same. Yeah, that's the same now. Jeez, finally! Do we need this? Yes, we do. We need this one. Doesn't seem like it. Do we? Yes, no? Maybe? No, we don't. For whatever reason, we don't need that. Cool. We have styled it. Making progress, right? You know how hard that was to get the last one, to get the spacing right. What colors are we gonna do? Black? It needs to be a type of grey. Like a dark grey. So the nav bar color 666. Oh, nav bar color 33. No, 33. No, I keep doing the same one. 222. It's the links. Nav bar A. There you go. It's guesswork, right? Do I want it black or do I want it like that color? Oh, that's white. I'm flagging. I'll leave it as black. Then what we can do is the hover thing, where we go A, hover, text decoration, underline. I think that'll just add a bit of, you know, so you know where you're going. And then those icons, the class is FAS, font size, like maybe do 30 pixels. You said you like it big. Vertical align middle. Oh, but now that moves it up from freaking... Oh, the vertical align now makes it... Ah! Gotta add it to the nav bar now as well. Can I add it to the whole nav bar? Because now it's affected the... Literally the text is now affected. What do I do? Look what it did. Do you see what it's done? It's literally moved my text. I know why it's doing it, but now it's offsetting the CSS that we did. And now it's not going to be centered. What other option do we have? Vertical. Ah. Vertical align. Can I do it here? No, that doesn't do anything. It has to be display table for vertical align to work. No, vertical align worked. Didn't you see it? It's just it pushed everything up, which is not what I want. We gotta figure out how we're gonna make this more attractive. Add maybe like a text shadow. You knew it was coming. Too much. Stole too much. Stole too much. I don't know if we can get away with... Can we do like a white one or like... No, obviously you're not gonna see white. What's after white? Like maybe a 999? Yeah, that works. 888 maybe? There you go. I like that. There you go. It's like subtle, not in your face. Maybe I can drop it back to the default that I usually use. Yeah, I like that. And it's going to be more attractive. Add background. Add background of Pamela Anderson. Oh, dude, you cracked me up. You really cracked me up, dude. Oh god. You're just too much, dude. Okay, I need your help quickly. This is your time to shine. Among all these changes that we made, have you realized that our scroll bar is gone? Where's our scroll bar? I'd just like to know. Like, quite serious. That actually worries me now. We broke something somewhere, and I honestly have no idea how to troubleshoot that now. Is it because of something we added here? We changed something and it pushed our scroll bar off. Oh, never mind. I never lost it. Ah, I'm so slow now. We don't have enough items for it to scroll. That's the reason. What is a null reference exception? Too much stuff. Don't want to do tables. Manage code stripping. Tables. Net profile support. Too many headings. Too many headings. I guess this works. Stable scripting runtime. Known limitations. How do you even read this anymore? Like my eyes. What's it called? Stable scripting runtime, known limitations. RIP this very long title.
Now existence, you see, is something that is spontaneous. The Chinese word for nature, zizhan, means that which happens of itself.
Quite a very big font.
Your heart beats by itself. Breathe pretty much by itself.
And then we need to add a new section just for this bad boy.
Control over these things. So we say it happens spontaneously. So when you go to sleep and you try to go to sleep, you interfere.
Go to sleep. Did you hear? When you go to sleep and you try to go to sleep,
Try to breathe. You know, real
try to
hard.
breathe.
And you find you get balled up in your breathing. You've got to let go.
No sleep here tonight. We gotta get this shit done. Go. I'm going to lose my mind. Just a little bit. What does this belong to? I did H2 for these, I think. What did I do in the past? Was it H2? And I gave it an A ID inside. Code underscore size. Okay. Why are you doing that? Scripting backend, just stop trying to... Stop adding the line break. No, you know what? Screw your line breaks. Honestly, just give me paragraphs, please. Because you're breaking everything now. Okay, and then 1, choose the smallest to mitigate code size increases. This needs to be a ordered list item. No man, this is ordered list. And this becomes list item. And this is the end of the list item, and this is the end of the ordered list. Can we go check, please? Why is it? Oh, because I said list item, didn't I? Can I say, take this off please? Thank you. Attributes, list decoration, square. Was it attributes? I think we called it attributes. I don't even know anymore. Yeah. ID, attributes. Capital A, does it matter? Oh, hold on. That's in a section. Class main section. Maybe we can do attributes. Then we do main section list item. It is list decoration. I hope it is, because then oh, it's list style. Oh, you're telling me? Is that it? That is not it. Why can't I do dot main section? And if I do main section list item, that doesn't work either. And if I do the greater than, you would think that would work. Oh, because you'd need the class, the list item would have to have the class of and I realized that I don't even need this A anymore, so thank you for that. Because if it's right at the top, it's not going to need it. Just like attributes should be H1, not H2. And generic functions should be H1, and you already have the ID there. Why did you add it? 2 years of computer science and I can barely say hello world. I'll stick with graphics. Brown Martin, how's it going? Did you enjoy it at least? I'm gonna give up on this list item. It's honestly not worth it considering the fact that we have all the content. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna bother. It's not... The fact that we could have had just lorem ipsum and I actually have a real content, I'm just gonna be happy with that. Where's our navbar? I wanna add a padding for our navbar that is the exact same as the padding for our main dock, which is 30 pixels. So padding top 30 pixels. There you go. That looks a little bit better already. I'm just really glad we managed to actually get these working, and this should all go to the right stuff. Event functions, regular, initialization, GUI, physics, attributes, generic functions. Okay, at least that's all working. Oh, we still need to make these... wait, no. Generic functions was its own thing. Then stable scripting is its own thing. So stable scripting, wherever you are, you need to be an H1. Wait. Generic functions, okay. Your ID will now become this, and you will assimilate Ta-da! Yeah! It was pretty fun. I could do HTML and stuff like this though, pretty well. Okay. Well, and stuff like JavaScript as well, I assume. I always looked at computer science and then I was like, there was just so much procrastination. Then I went into a little bit of modding for a game. So I guess I've always had an affinity for like games, game development, game testing and so forth. So I eventually would like to move away from, you know, the web development side of things and actually get into game development. So that's why I like JavaScript, because it's obviously an object-oriented programming language, and that's pretty much essential for game development. So I feel if you know JavaScript, you'll be pretty well versed, and also allows me to have front end as a back end as well, or as a backup. Brown Martin, we need you. Well, that's why he's here, H3. Don't even chase him away. He just got here and now you want to pester the poor man. Shame. So we need to add a subsection. Oh, H3, watch. Now I can show you where I shine. So you know my whole JavaScript? You weren't here when I explained it. So what we basically do, so you can use this on your future projects if you want. You need to add a div, okay? And you give it an ID. And the name of the ID, let's say we're just going to call this one stable scripting, okay? And then you need to wrap whatever you're going to have in that div inside of that. You also need to take it out of its little UL list. So we're going to stick it here. And then you need to add an emphasis. So the I. And you need to call it the same as the parent ID. So we're going to refer to this as a parent, right? So stable scripting is the parent. Now the ID, the one that has the icon with the plus icon, needs to be called exactly the same, but you're going to hyphenate child to it. So like that, right? And then what you need to have inside of that is the link, just like that. And then you close off the div and you see it creates that plus icon. And then if you click the plus, well, we have nothing in it now, you'd obviously have something to show for it. So in this case we would have a UL, so an unordered list. That's how we're going to add the next section now, and it needs to be called exactly the same. Stable scripting child. You give it a nav link of child as well. That's how I styled them. And you give it the CSS style of hide. So what that does is it initially starts hidden. Because if we don't do that, you'll see what happens now. And then we give it, we're going to have a list item with a link. That's going to go to the next section. I'll come back and explain this again. I know I just like explained that so badly and I probably lost you somewhere. I lost myself, don't worry. A long time ago. So I'm just amazed that I got this working, in all honesty. I just literally sat here for 3 hours and I was like, you're gonna work. I think that's it. Let me just double check. So we got stable scripting child. Okay. That's the main link. There it is right there. Then you have a class with the same name.
Brown Martin is following the family.
Welcome to the Matrix, man. It's one of us now. Now you can officially pester him, H3. And there we go. It's working. So let me explain it to you now that I've done it. Sorry, I had to write it out and I have to be precise because obviously I built this up from scratch and I know how it works. So you need to have it in a div. So let's say you want a section like this, right? Where you can do the plus and the minus and you have items underneath it. You start with the container. We're going to call this a container. The top parent is going to be the div. In this case, stable scripting, right? Let me zoom in so you can, oh god, let me not zoom in. So that main parent is called stable scripting. Then you're going to have an I element that needs to be called stable scripting, exactly the same as a parent, but you need to hyphenate child to it. Then it has a class. That class is the plus icon. That is what allows it to have this little icon here, right? Then it has an on-click event which calls the function in our JavaScript here, and it passes through a parameter stable scripting, as in itself, because we can't use this because we need to get the top element that it belongs to and then look at what is below it to figure out how we're gonna show and hide things, right? Then under that we have a UL class which is called stable scripting child again, and we also have another class which we style it with, and we have hide. Like I said, if we don't have hide, this is what happens. Do you see? It's visible, it shows. So now onto the code magic. In my code, as simple as possible, to get the parent link, we take this. This is what we pass through as a parameter, and we get its ID. In this case, we're going to get stable scripting back as the ID, okay? Then the child class is going to be the parent link, which is stable scripting, plus we're going to hyphenate child. That way we get the child class, so we don't have to specify. If I didn't do it this way, it wouldn't be dynamic, so you'd literally have to specify for every single section. All I do is take the parent link, hyphenate child. That's why it was important that I added hyphenated child to these sections, okay? Then what we do is we check, is the section closed? We get the element of child class, which is stable scripting child, and we look at its icon, this icon here, and we check, is it a plus icon? Then we do, if it is a plus icon, we remove it and we add a minus icon. Else, we're going to assume the section is closed, so we're going to add a minus icon, we're going to remove it, and we're going to add the plus icon. And then all we do is for every single section that is in the list item over here, doesn't matter how many of them, we're going to traverse through them, and we're going to toggle the hide class. So you can see I have the hide class. So what that specifically does, I can even show you in the browser. We're going to go here. And can you see it's got hide here, right? I don't know if you can see, but there it says hide. So when I click this button now, it removes hide. And when I click it, it hides it again. And that's basically what it does. Christopherus! Hey, you're back. I didn't see you. Sorry, I was really excited because I built this function today. Because I was kind of jealous of how Unity had this. And I was like, I want to do something similar. And I had to pick my brain trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to do that. And yeah, 3 hours later I finally managed. I didn't look at like any sources or anything like that. I just purely wanted to challenge myself. The only stuff I did look up is how to get the element ID and how to get a class. And I'm sure there's probably a way better way to do this, but this is all I really know for now. And hopefully when I finish the JavaScript section, I'll know way more. And I'll probably come back and be like, oh my god, I could have done this in like 3 lines or something. But yeah, that's that. That's the explanation of how this works. And they all work individually, so you can open and close different sections. I didn't have that initially, so when I opened one section, it opened them all. And when I clicked the link, it closed them as well. So now you can open and close as many as you want. And I'm really excited for that. There's probably a library that exists somewhere that does this already. And you've also got jQuery, but I mean, I like... Okay, what is going on there? Why is it at the bottom and I can't see it? Okay, we found our first little bit of bug. Now that we finally have some content, why can't I scroll down there? We need padding bottom. Add that to navbar. Padding bottom. I think it's padding bottom that I want. 50 pixels? No. Padding bottom with maybe a height of 90%. No, it's still not doing it. Padding or margin? That's weird. You guys have any idea? You do see what I'm referring to, right? Oh wait, there. I just had to add the height. Screw the padding. Is this Code Academy or something, Brown Martin? No, this is Free Code Camp. As part of the curriculum that I'm doing, I want to get the web design certification. So I've pretty much done all of these sections. and all that's left is to do the web design projects. This is my penultimate project, the technical documentation. Then tomorrow I have a single day to complete the portfolio and add all of my other works to it, and then I can move on, you know, to the next bit, of course. And these are obviously the requirements that I need to meet. There is a checker here. Actually, I haven't run the test yet. Let's see how far we are in the tests. We're on 10 of 16. There's obviously things we're missing. Our first element needs to have a header element. We add that obviously at the end. I'm just worried about like getting it styled right now. And Christopher's, it's basically the 90s way to do it. What? How is it the 90s way? You mean just the fact that I'm using pure JavaScript and not like a library or something? Okay, and what I was gonna say is this works, right? Adding that 90%. How does Unity manage? If I open here and I'm right at the edge, does it like push it? No, it doesn't. You just scroll down. So I think we need a 90%. But now here's what's bugging me. Theirs scrolls down all the way to the bottom, and it's got, you know, it's visible with that padding. But mine, So if we have any geniuses that want to share their thoughts, please let me know. This is the issue that I'm experiencing. There's an item down here, but you can't see it because it's physically there. So how do we get to it? I can do height of 90%. But like I said, then our scroll doesn't go all the way to the bottom. That is one way to solve it. I don't like that way. We could add a margin bottom. I don't know if I tested that. Margin bottom doesn't do anything. So we can't do a margin bottom either. If you guys have any thoughts, please let me know. I would like to resolve that. But I think I'm at like the limit. Also, height. I wish I could do like height top. Like, why does it start taking from the bottom? Why can't it take from the top as well? Or like equidistant to the viewport? That's annoying. Is that a Firefox thing? Wait. I can do height, right? I just want to see how height affects this. If I do a height of 400, 600, 400. Ooh, hold on. Flex direction is column. Did we add justify content center? That's not what I want. Align items. I want to basically center. No, that's not what I want either. Justify contents is what I want. No, hold on. Height gone. That almost works. So what I'm gonna have to do is like top 40 pixels or something. But then it cuts off. I don't know if you guys see what I'm trying to do. This is so annoying. I'm honestly gonna have to live with it like this. The only solution being 90% height, so that Have I reached the limits of your capabilities, H3H3? Well, Christopher's, do you have any idea? How do I get this piece of space the same at the top as well? Would I have to add padding? Padding doesn't seem to solve it at all. Oh, margin does. So we could solve it with the margin. Oh, but then it pushes the entire content down as well. I don't want to push the content down. Why me? Why me? Let's not give up. Navbar div. Navbar div padding bottom 40 pixels. I just want to see. Okay, that works. So we need to add a navbar div last child. There. Problem solved, guys. Without it, you can't see. With it, gives you the padding you need. But I think I just introduced another problem now. Just want to see if that's true. Or is it always like this? That spacing there now. No, it seems to have always been there. That's fine until you open it. Oh no, what's the issue? I'm just trying to figure it out now. Creating and using scripts, that belongs there. We got a div ID, we got the I, which we need, we got the link, we got the UL and the li and the li and the li, and then we end the div. Almost like the spacing between them. Okay, but I'm not gonna worry with something so minor like that now. Cool, that works. And then we want to add a bit of where's our navbar? Let's reduce the width. Minimum width, max width. Let's do max width of 350. Oh, that was the issue. I wanted to fit in. Okay, no, that's fine. We'll leave it as that.
That's so simple. I never would have thought of that without your intervention. I guess I was caught up assuming
There we go. That doesn't push it out anymore. And we need to add a footnote specifying where we got this content from. So our final link is going to be okay. We see where the issue is coming from. Navlink child, you are the problematic one. It's the margin top, that's why. Completely remove that. We don't need that. Okay, that's why I created it. But that's creating way more issues than it's solving. Yeah, that's the issue. Found it. Sweet. What now? What was I busy with? Right, adding another one at the end of this. Nav link child. And this one is going to be called reference. And we need to add right at the end. We're going to add a section. ID reference. Let's add it as part of a p tag, and we're just going to specify we're taken from the Unity manual, and then was it this? docs.unity.3d? Where did I take it from? Working in Unity. Okay. And then we're just going to link to this. Just open up in a new window. There we go. All documentation found on this page were taken from the Unity manual. We need just one more that's part of scripting. Well, it was a scripting overview that we're working on. Coroutines, can we do coroutines? Yeah, that's one that we can do. And where do we want to stick it? Let's stick it in between before stable scripting, after generic functions. So right over here. And add a code block with this code. Convert this to HTML. Add another code block. Add some more HTML. Another code block. And what's this? More HTML. You're almost done, H3H3. It's so good. I can't wait to see it when you're done. That's good that you're almost done. That means you can help me tomorrow. Because I'm gonna do nothing crazy. Then again, my work just gets more and more intense, doesn't it? We started with no JavaScript and like... we're not even supposed to be doing JavaScript. And here we are doing JavaScript. No! Stay on the page! Oh god, almost lost it. Code. How do you manage like code like this when you have so much? Like the documentation must be a nightmare. I'd love to know how they do it. There we go, we're done. Whew, breathe. Okay, now let's go add it, link it up. What was it called again? Coroutines. So this is going to be a single one-liner link, and it goes after generic functions. So wherever we have generic functions, right there, we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna paste this, and we're gonna take this, and we're gonna chuck that there, and we're gonna have it linked to coroutines, and there we are. And you click coroutines, and you go to coroutines, and then we just check it quickly. Quality check, that's an issue. Where's coroutines now? Coroutines. Where's the coroutine? We're looking for void fade under code routine. There it is. Okay, so I think that's the issue. It needs to be right at the end, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. Same for these other ones as well. So where you have code, you need to push them right to the end. I wonder if a formatter will help. HTML beautifier or something. Let's give it a try. That's CSS. Can't really beautify that, can we? Okay, before we do, I just want to make sure are there issues that we can see, and then we'll know if it worked. That's possibly one. Where does it end? There's its opening bracket. Where's its closing one? Scary. We must go back to that, whatever that was. Here. Void update. Under coroutines. Basically all of coroutines. Let's check if it's changed it now. Oh god, it made it worse! No! It literally ruined everything. Why would it indent it like that? What? Why? Why would it do that? Like, is there no option for please preserve code? Now I have to take my messy one. Whatever. Like, I'm worried about this documentation as if it's like my actual documentation, but I shouldn't even worry about the content, should I? This is why I get carried away. Let's go to GUI events. Under event functions. GUI. How does it end? Yeah, it is missing a curly brace. So let's find GUI.label. Go. There we go. So where's your curly brace? There we go. Cool. It's a HTML uglifier. It's true. I just want to get rid of these final little bits. So coroutine, find coroutine. If I could spell coroutine. There it is. So basically the code tag just needs to end. I never knew that when you have it in a code tag, it actually preserves the white space. That's like literally something new that I learned today. And that's pretty awesome. And obviously the beautifiers out there, they don't understand this. Okay, we have an issue here as well. I solved that earlier. It wasn't a nav link. What was it? Was it a nav link? No, I mean it wasn't a nav link. It was a list item. I solved this. Margin left. UL Lee and OL. There you go. That's perfect. Cool. I'm getting so tired. Like, we have enough content if you click the buttons. Click the buttons and there's enough content. We need like at least 1, 2 more. Otherwise it's like such a tiny little section. It's not tiny, it's just I happen to put them all nested like this. Oh. Why did I have to do it that way? Anyway, stop complaining and start doing. Can we find another one that's just a single one? Understanding automatic, nope. Order of execution, nope. Creating and destroying game objects, yes, and that sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? Maybe we add it before reference, I guess. So where's reference? There's reference. And we are going to add you, whoever you are. No. Hashtag creating and destroying game objects. Cool. And then we need to add a section that is similar to, I guess, this. And that goes right here. And we are not going to go edit that, even though that probably would have been quicker to do by now. We are going to get this ID. Where's reference? There's reference. So this one. Cool. What have you got for us? Code block. And that's why this is an issue, because it automatically does that. I'm glad I found this text to HTML though. It really speeds it up for adding those p tags, because then I can just go like boom, paste, done. And imagine I didn't know about the whole code block thing. I would have literally... What I was doing before is adding line breaks to get it to be on separate lines. Oh, I'm so glad I realized that really shortly after. Unity seems like a lot of fun. Just throwing that out there. Oh, should not have probably called it that. There we go. Creating and destroying game objects. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. And I think what we need to do is add a border underneath each section. So border bottom like 1 pixel solid black. Is that for H2? I didn't mean H2, I meant H1. Why does doing that suddenly... Oh, I completely changed this. My bad, my bad, my bad. I'm not supposed to change that. I need a new section. Main doc. Border bottom 1 pixel solid. And then I might make the H2s have like maybe dotted, if at all. Because then at least you know where the sections are. I just think it's like easier to read. So like the solid one is like, okay, you know, main section, striped ones are subsections of that. Yeah, that looks good. Nice. I think we're good. How are we looking responsive-wise without doing literally anything? Because of that minimum width that we said. Still works, but I see you can scroll. Jeez, you can make it scroll. That's not okay. How do we solve that issue? I have one way of solving it. How does Unity do it? Do they just leave it big? Yeah, they just leave it. This is their minimum. So our issue is the fact that it overlaps. It doesn't do it unless the height is a specific height though. It's very weird. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, never mind. It wasn't that. It was when I scrolled. It doesn't do it. It's when I scroll. And that's bad. Jeez, you can literally scroll right off the... How do we prevent that? We have a margin there. I think it's because we have position absolute for our main dock. If I remove that, yeah. Now it doesn't do that, which is what we want. But now we run into other issues, such as... Wait, I thought it was going... Oh, you can scroll under it now. Is this again because I used position for my nav bar? Because I was playing around with that earlier, then I changed it to a flex. Is it because of that? Yeah, I think it is. Now you don't have that issue anymore. So let's figure out without the position stuff, but now we also need to figure out how the hell we're going to Is this because of height? Yeah, it is because of height. So I need to probably set a height value of like 500 pixels. But then you still have that issue. At least if I set height of 100%. Oh man. It seemed that fixed and absolute was so much easier. But the moment you resize it... the joys, the joys. Actually, where's I would have thought that wanted to see how that treats it. That doesn't affect it at all. Now if we did relative on it instead of absolute, it still does the same thing. Where did you go? You up here? Yeah, that's where I thought you'd be. But then you at least don't have that issue anymore. But now it's not. that solves the one issue, but now it's not full width. Width 100%. Only thing I could think of is margin 0 auto. No, because that usually fixed things before. We have a minimum width, we have a width of 100%. Max width of 100% maybe? I meant max height 100%. Nope. And if I give you like static value of like 500 pixels, you won't expand. Okay, you're not greedy. Man, just when I thought I was getting somewhere now. Okay, let's check the requirements. Let's start passing this test. Run tests. What do we need to do? The first element within each main section should be a header element, which contains text that describes the topic of that section. The first element within each main. Okay. So it should have been this. Header. Header. So any H1 that we find. Can we find the next H1? Nope, not there. Got that, got that, got that, got that, got that, got that. Okay, this one doesn't have. Don't know how I missed that one. Do it one more time. Creating and using event attributes header. Yeah, cool, done. How about now? We got 11. Cool. Each section element with the class of main section should also have an ID that corresponds with the text of each header contained within it. Each section element with the class of main section should also have an ID, which it does. What are you talking about? Did I do it wrong? Section with the class of main section should have an ID that corresponds with the text of each header. Any spaces should be replaced with underscores. Yeah, that's what I did. Weird. Section. Event functions. Section. Attributes. Section. Generic functions. Section. Coroutines. Learning C# or learning HTML, learning Inception. Christopher's. We're learning C#. Exactly. My contact page is gonna look like shit now thanks to not knowing PHP and making proper contacts. It's not really gonna be an issue. Like I said, just have like links to your stuff and a mail to and like your Twitter contacts and all that, and later on you can come back to it, yeah, like Christopher says. So you can always come back to it. There's no train smash whatsoever. At least you don't have an issue like I have now, where I'm pretty sure my sections are fine and it's telling me it's not fine. Is it because of this? Because I have this in it and it's expecting that? I swear if it's that. I swear if it's that. Not that. There at least... Wait, was it that? No, it wasn't that. Oh my god, it was that. Can you actually have colons in a section ID name? Because that's why I was worried, that's why I took it out. Because it's literally trying to match this text with that, and I removed the colon because I thought it's... you can't have it. I mean, adding it seems to not be an issue. Where's stable scripting runtime? Known limitations. There we go. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, checking how far we are. 12 of 16. The main section element should contain at least 5 list items total, not each. Main section. Main section elements. As in like main section. I'm gonna specifically find one now that has... okay, that's just way too many. Unity events. I hope you guys are enjoying this special edition of Learning Unity. You guys thought that you were actually watching me do CSS and HTML, but secretly I've been trying to get you all to get into Unity. You're welcome, by the way. This is gonna be the last one. No, let's not do that. Time and frame rate management. This is what you all need in your life. Oh god, this is a long one. Namespaces? I would, but there's no list item in here and I don't feel like making a list item. What is a null reference exception? There's no list items here. How about important classes? Nope. What haven't I checked? Variables and the inspector. Why does that sound familiar? No, we haven't done that, but there's no list item here either. Still way too long. Not gonna do tables, like I said. Scripting restrictions, tables. Seems the only one is Unity events. Fine. What is it called? Unity event. Now I gotta be careful when I name it this, because that's also what it's named. You really like C#? Christopher, that's cool. Have you got any practice with C#? Can't use the same ID because I'm gonna have to use Unity events at the bottom as well. So I'm gonna have to call it Unity events nav, I guess. At least these are pretty simple. Generic. I'm gonna be dreaming about Unity tonight. Oh, how does it look? Unity events, does it work? It works. Brilliant. Let's go create a section now. Where did we say? After stable scripting structure. There it is. Stable scripting runtime even. And then this is going to be called Unity events. Header Unity events without the extra S. Unity needs to promote me, give me like access, because you know I've just basically promoted them. Don't you guys think? Content driven. Why can't this thing just automatically close it for me? Sometimes it does. Years ago I bought a desktop application that interacted with World of Warcraft. Wow. What did it do? That's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna stay away from desktop like stuff in general. I really want to do game development, so I might legitimately come to Unity one day. Now we need a organized list. Oh god. You know what I just realized? It's organized list and then list item. I don't know what I did earlier. I think I did a UL and then I did an OL in it. No, I didn't. I was a bit smarter. You know the dungeon and battleground queue system in World of Warcraft? Vaguely. I just heard of it in passing. I've never really... Well, I've played WoW, like a little bit, but yeah, I know what you mean. Why? Okay, so after that, when you configure... I hope someone looks back on this one day and is like, holy shit, he actually went and didn't just rip the content, but he legitimately worked it in to the design and redid the manual. Generic Unity events. Another heading. Final heading, final piece of stuff that I'm adding into this. Legitimately, I'm done. This is going to be the final bit of content. And then we have code. No. Cool. There we go. So Unity events, we got that. Go to using Unity events, cool. Go to generic Unity events. Was it just two? Yeah. Okay, now. Why is the spacing so bad there? Basically the app auto-accepted the invite and sent me a push notification to my mobile. Wow. That's pretty cool. For like just anyone, whatever invites you got. Let's just add a line break there, I guess. A little quick and dirty hack, I guess. Okay, all the content's in. Breathe. It's done. Some amazing documentation. Unity, you're welcome. You know, I'm legitimately going to tag Unity in my Twitter post. I just feel like I just need to know. Something Unity. That's it. Can we please check how far we are now? The navbar element should contain one header element which contains a text that describes the topic. Okay. Likes its headers, huh? That's easy enough to do. We just wrap this in a header element. There you go. Run my tests. One more, final one. My technical documentation page should use at least one media query. You finished before me? What do you mean H3, H3? I'm gonna have to look at my other code pen now. My Angry Gamer Studios one. I'm still not done. Still not done with what? Oh, this? How the hell am I, how am I gonna make it responsive? What does it want me to do? The only thing I really can do is I didn't even set this to like width 80% or anything like I normally do in my container. Does that cause any issues? Width. Width 50%. Okay, we're gonna change main dock width to like 50%. Something like that. When it gets too small. Did it change? Can't even tell. Did it? I think it did. No, it didn't. Don't lie to me. Why do you tell me it did and then it didn't? It's not called main dock, is it? It is called main dock. Display flex. Oh, I wasn't at the minimum. Sorry, I wasn't at the minimum. What? Oh, what the? What? What is going on? Okay, any of you that has any idea how to resolve this, please let me know. This is crazy. I can't. I literally can't. Why is it doing this? Position. Relative. Position. Absolute. Position. Fixed. Hey. Fixed seemed to have resolved it. No. God. Wait. Position fixed when I was small enough. Okay, there. Now I can't even scroll down. Width 500 pixels. Where's the content go? I can't scroll, I can't do anything. I can scroll here, but I can't scroll here. Add some wrapping. Do something. What is it? Column. Add like flex direction row? No? Flex wrap? Wrap? No? You're not gonna wrap for us? I am out of ideas. Just feel I'm too tired to work on this right now. Position fixed helps. That's for sure. Height of 100% doesn't do anything. Yeah. So fixed doesn't really help. Relative just moves it all over the place. And that doesn't help at all either. Oh god. Oh, I'm making this so much worse. So fix is the only one that resolves this issue, but
Here's the truth. So now you can.
width of 100%.
I don't love you anymore.
Margin 0 auto. Doesn't do anything. Height of 100% doesn't do anything. And I guess the reason why it's doing that is min width 400 pixels. Why do you want me to struggle? What broke you? Tell me. Is it the position absolute store? No, none of that has an effect on this right now, does it? Okay, that's not stopping you. Are you a magician, Harry? Very cool fact, how did you do that? Making stuff that's never been done before. Were you guys, sorry, my chat was out of focus. Were you guys referring to when I was moving the thing around? Were you talking about this? I'm assuming you're talking about this, right? It's not cool, okay? Despite as much that you guys might like it, that you can literally just move the page around. It's not that cool. When you're legitimately trying. Free zoom in on hover. No glasses needed. It's basically, you can put it anywhere you like. It's free, what's the word? It's not stuck to anything. You can literally put it wherever you want. That's the best way to describe this. Teleport's behind you! You know, I think I'm gonna leave it as an Easter egg. Because you know what? I think I passed the test. Da 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 da! I passed. Do you guys have any suggestions for me? Like, legitimately now, so I can just get this done. Oh god, why is this broken again? I thought I solved this issue. Didn't we solve this issue? I thought we resolved this issue by adding a... Now you can't even scroll down there? Navbar. I guess you guys are also tired, huh? Wait, didn't we add a height of... Where did I add it? "500 pixels. Nothing's happening. I think I know why. Because the last item in my nav bar is not a div. It's a UL. Nav bar. So UL last child. There you go. Oh god, broke it. How about last child? Does that work? Nope. How about UL? No, but then freaking it does it there too. How about just navbar last child? Why can't we just do that? Why can't we just do that? Navbar last child. Theoretically that should work. Navbar UL works, but then it's everywhere as well. So what can we select to make this unique? Wait. There. Navbar and then that. I remember that. Finally. Fixed it. What time is it for me? It's 10 to 11. This has been an absolute nightmare, but we learned a lot with the padding and all that, huh? There we go. It works like it should. I feel we need a margin as well. Just like 10 pixel margin. Oh no, actually it's fine, don't. Cool. That's working. Wow. Please, I liked front end, but after this, I really want to go back to the back end. Like, I can do JavaScript. Hey, this was fun. But the CSS and styles that just won't listen, and like this. The Harry Potter joke that you guys enjoy so much. You know what? I've officially lost my mind. I hope you guys are aware of that and you're enjoying this. We passed all the tests at least. I feel that I can't submit this in good faith. Just purely because it's broken, unless you're on PC. What would you guys do in my situation, honestly? You see the issue. And I mean, I'm sure if you guys knew how to fix it, you would tell me. Oh my god. Wait. Something just came to me. Don't try this on mobile. No, something just came to me. Z index. It's either I need a higher Z index or a lower Z index. Wait, what the? What are you doing? Z index. There you go. There you go. Dudes. Dudes. Z index. You want to scroll? You can scroll. You're just gonna have to, you know. That's a quick fix solution. I mean, unless you guys have anything better for me. Z index. And I just need a Z index of -1, I guess. Next chapter is JavaScript, but after this, it's 2 chapters front end again. JavaScript driven front ender. I can manage. I told you Z index a few hours ago, if you remember. Yeah, you were mentioning it. I just thought you meant for your project. But how's that? Look. Because what I was realizing as I was moving it, I was like, hold on, it's moving over the front. If I can move it behind, and that's what we did now. Does this kind of make sense that it's doing this, if you're on mobile? What do we need? We need a margin, don't we? If we reduce the margin, then there's going to be less thingy happening, right? So if we can add a margin of like 25%, 0. But then where does it go? That's not what I want. I just want it to shrink a little. If that makes sense. Wait, that's top and bottom. I just realized I'm being silly now. I'm well aware of that. 75%. I think we're getting somewhere. 25%. Oh, then it goes off. Margin left. 0. Wait. Did we just... Is that it? Oh, we're getting somewhere. Why does margin left 0.25 work if it only takes one parameter? Margin left 0.25. Why does that work? Is it ignoring the 0? It's not ignoring the 0. How does that work? Legitimately, how is that working right now? What? I thought margin left only takes one parameter. It actually doesn't seem to be doing much otherwise. It doesn't matter if you change it to 100%. Is this one of those weird CSS things? You know the Peter Griffin CSS meme? The one where he's like pulling the blinds? You're referring to that one, aren't you? Why is margin right not doing anything? Margin right is just not doing anything. But that's how we can resolve it. Or basically do nothing, because that's kind of how it is already. LOL. I don't know how to resolve the white space there on the side. Why is there that much white space? Where is it getting the white space from? Hold on. I can't believe I have to work on such a Width 80%. Is it because of that? It is! Wait, what have I been changing this entire time? The media query. That was the thing causing the issue. So I want it to be 80% of the width, but why must there be that white space? Maybe padding? Right? 40%? That's gonna do nothing. Oh, that does something. Oh, you want less padding, that's the issue. Do I have to like remove padding, like minus 10% padding? Nope, we're not winning. So I have a media query that basically does nothing. Until I can figure out flex. Flex, what was it? Flex, wrap, wrap. Hey, it wrapped. We did something. I don't know how much it did, but it did something. What is it doing? Yeah, I'm losing my mind here a little bit doing this. I literally feel that this is past my expertise. At least we solved that issue where when you scroll, at least you're not going to have that issue anymore. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but main dock, we never really set a width. Maybe that's the issue. Now it's 800 pixels. Maybe that's the issue. We need a minimum width. Minimum width of like 400 pixels. When I set it to 800 pixels, okay, so main dock, let's just give it a width. Instead of 100%, we're gonna tell you you have like 600 pixels to work with. And where does all this white space come from? Why don't I get it? Where does this white space come from? Oh, I just saw something now. Is it you? The freaking code block. I swear. Oh, was it you the whole time? The code block. Display block. Is it because of display block? No, it's not display block. Word wrap, word break. It's not that either. Is it position relative? No. Padding and margin? It's not padding and margin, so what is it? absolute. I think that's the reason of why we're having this issue. Because it's not width 100% maybe? No, that doesn't resolve it. So it's because this thing's overflowing. Oh, let's do overflow Y auto. I think we resolved it. There you go. It was overflow Y. Guys, we did it. That was the issue, the freaking code block this whole time. We did it. Oh my god, we actually did it. We can make the menu smaller now too. Wow, I never knew that that would have been an issue. Navbar. I feel accomplished now, I really do. Because that was really getting to me. Can we do 80% width? What's gonna be the easiest to like scale this down now? Navbar. You're literally Peter Griffin. We knew it since the beginning. Wait, you guys knew all along, you just didn't tell me? What a bunch of dicks. Min and max width, we need to change this. How am I like Peter Griffin, by the way? Explain it to me. I know the meme, are you talking about the meme? Make it smaller. Then the padding. The padding that we do in main doc needs to be reduced. Margin left. By 100. I mean, if we have to, we'll even go 200. So 50 less. 200 and 300. And 300 over there. And there we go. Hey. Hey. No Peter there. There. You don't have to scroll anymore. How's that? And then you just scroll these things. There. Are you guys happy with me now? At last? Is it responsive enough for you? I'm happy with it. Do the links work though? Yes, they do. Ich liebe CSS. It's beautiful. I mean, it works, it's responsive. That's the main thing. Wait, what happened? I thought we just had it fine now. Without it scrolling left and right. Ugh, it's fine, whatever. It's responsive. It's responsive enough. If you're looking at this on your phone, then... Actually, let me see how bad it looks on a phone. Because I have no idea what it looks like. The basic stuff is not fun. I want to watch some hardcore HTML CSS. Some hardcore, huh? You want me to add some text decoration and add like a beautiful pink rainbow. And some animation. CodePen.io/me. The dead man. Oh. Pen. / I'm going to find this little Italian boy in the chat. I'm gonna beat him with a croissant. Because it's kind of stale. Okay, let's see. How does it really look on a real mobile layout? Actually, it looks great, by the way. Oh. Hold on. Give it to me. Draw Peter Griffin with CSS only. You want me to do that? Should I do that for you? Okay. There. It says Peter Griffin. Are you happy? Are you guys happy? No? There you go. How about that? Pure CSS. You guys like that? No images at all. Just pure CSS. There you go. I swear, if I lose my shit because of this, that would be the real meme, wouldn't it? The links work on mobile, that's really nice. But it's very awkward. You know what would be really cool? Nah. I was gonna say I can add a button here. This will be my final thing. I just want to see if it's even physically possible to do. I think you guys know what I want to do. You guys know what I'm doing. Why are you copying my code? You cheated. Hide menu.call this. Hey, I am let's get our log open. Hey, I am main menu. Cool. Hello main menu. Here's what you're gonna do for me, okay? You're gonna do this. Is menu closed, get element by ID parent link dot classless dot contains minus icon. I guess I need to add these back in. And then we add our ifs here. I know it looks ugly, don't judge me. JavaScript for the win, guys. If is menu closed, okay. You're not doing anything. You're lying to me. If is menu closed. Is menu closed document get element by ID parent link dot classless dot contains minus icon. Is it closed? Is menu closed? Is it closed true? You're lying. It's not closed. Contains minus icon. You don't. Oh. Sorry. It is true. If not. Wait, it thinks it's closed. Let me just understand my own logic quick. It thinks it's closed because it sees the minus icon. Is menu closed? Oh, this needs to become a plus icon. Okay. There you go. Cool, we did it, guys. You said you wanted some hardcore CSS and whatever. I know this isn't CSS, but still, pretty hardcore, huh? We're gonna position this to the front. This is to just help the poor mobile users. And when you do this, you're going to And we need child links. Parent link. We need a div right at the end. And we're going to temporarily call it hide me. It wants to know what child class is. Child class will be this. This is what child class will be. Is hide me. Hide me. Get elements by class name. Navlink. They all have navlink child. I won't even need a variable for this, hopefully. I'm really hoping that's the case. I think that's it. Oh, we hit some of them. Why is creating and using scripts not being hidden? They should all have navlink. Oh, but the only problem with that now? Event functions was hidden. No? What gets hidden? Attributes, generic functions, coroutines. Oh, all those other ones. Oh, we're toggling hide. That's the problem. This would work perfectly if it weren't for the fact that we're toggling hide. How about if we add hide? Creating user scripts. That one. This is going to be something that I'm going to have to figure out another time as well. H3, you off? Sorry, I missed this. If I still have you on, thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the movie and that you sleep well. And yeah, I'll definitely see you tomorrow. And Christopher, you can use parameters instead of copy-paste the whole function. Yeah, I definitely could. I was just basically playing around. I didn't want to change my main function. That's why I did it like this. And I mean, for the most part, I got certain parts to work. It's just these specific ones that stay open for some reason. All I need to do is basically add to this nav, hide me. All you need to do is be able to take the parent link so document get element by ID parent link dot class list dot toggle hide. If that will work. I literally just need to hide that element. But that's obviously not working. There's a div here. There it is, hide me. Now if it was working, I would have been adding Is it adding it to hide me? No, it's not. I need hide me. Oh. Okay, hold on. Where's my thing? Where's the action? Call, hide me. There we go. I did it. That's what needed to happen. Finally did it. Oh yes. Now I just gotta figure out the reason why. I think I know the reason why. So wherever I'm trying to get parent link, it's not gonna be parent link. So it needs to be var main menu equal to like that, or since we're doing the other way, there we go. Oh, but what? It worked the first time and then it didn't again. Oh, main menu. There you go. We did it! Oh my god, we did it! We actually can hide the menu now. Don't ask me why we can hide the menu. We just can hide the menu, okay? I mean, it's cool, right? Don't we care about that? Do we use parent link anyway? Yes, we do. No. We use it in the console.log. We don't need any of these. Plus icon minus parent link. I don't think we use parent link. From what I could see, we don't. Main menu we use. Yeah. Is menu closed? Yep. We can use a JavaScript beautifier. That shouldn't break anything for us. I say shouldn't. There we go. bit more beautiful. Wait, did it actually break now? It actually broke it. What? Or did I break something because I'm missing something? Oh, we still did use parent link. My bad. There you go. Wow.
Because I'll break your heart.
Maybe I'll break yours.
Nobody breaks my heart.
I can't lose you.
Main menu. That doesn't do anything. Oh, I just realized it's like that. There we go. And then we need to just push out max width to 460 and 360. Cool. And then what happens when it becomes responsive or really small? They could still hide this. The mobile users rejoice that they can read more. That feels good, having been able to finally complete that. Yeah, I like that. I might like polish up something briefly, but no, I think that's actually good. I think we're good to submit that. I mean, you can hide the entire menu and you can expand every section. It all works, it all links. And let's just make sure we still pass the test. We do. 16 of 16. It's brilliant. So I think we're good. I don't think there's really much more that we really can do here. And I'm happy with it as it is. So let's end things off here. Knowing that we passed, I can stick this into my solution. I've completed the challenge. And all that's left now is build a personal portfolio webpage, which we're gonna spend tomorrow doing. And we only really have tomorrow doing it because that's the challenge that I've set for myself, so that I can complete the web design certification in 10 days. Sorry, I know I rambled a lot. This has been a crazy long stream for me. Basically 2 minutes shy of 5 hours. I feel I've done a lot and I've learned a lot. A lot of CSS. Even got some JavaScript working, which is really cool. And yeah, the documentation was insane. But I'm really happy with how it came out in the end. I know there's just one thing before I leave. This main doc, I might have to add margin of 460. Just give it that little bit extra because I pushed it in. So just that tiny little bit. And on mobile, I'm gonna have to increase by 10 pixels. That doesn't break anything. It shouldn't. is for the min and max width. How much do I need to make it 340? So add 30. Doesn't seem to change it much. I'm gonna leave it at the 10s that I gave it earlier. That's fine. Sweet, cool. I'm happy with that. I'm sure we would have done it a whole lot differently if we planned around it. I know I would now, considering just the layout and how these things work. I've learned a great deal, and I feel this can come in handy, perhaps even for my portfolio project with these plus buttons. The code block was definitely useful. Yeah, what else? Just in general, and the CSS especially, the way that we figured out how things work and finding the last child and all that. That was really cool. So I'm gonna end things off here for tonight. Thank you for everything, especially to everyone who's come out and helped. Christopher H3H3 as usual, new subscriber. Big shout out to Brown Martin, was it? I really appreciate that. Family slowly growing. It feels good to be able to share this with you guys. So I'm looking forward to the portfolio tomorrow, and adding everything that we've built into it. And then being able to move on to JavaScript. That's going to be pretty exciting, because that's really what motivates me, is, I don't know, just the programming side of things. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, until then, I hope you guys have an incredible one, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Bye for now.